Alright guys, hello and welcome to a new LP. A game that takes care of an era, ends an era, and is the final point of Snake's journey in the Metal Gear Solid franchise. Well, Solid Snake story at least, not necessarily Big Boss. So, I started Peace Walker last night, but I decided that I would also do Metal Gear 4 because this game is a lot longer. It's a lot more. I have to think about what I'm going to do in terms of how I'm going to play it. The cutscenes is what's going to be the most difficult thing to understand and adjust to, because the cutscenes can be incredibly long. I'm not looking to do this in any kind of way or any kind of like decent way. I'm going to do a simple new game, and we're going to do it on probably naked hard, naked normal, I mean. And but the first part of this is just TV shows. I will either be cutting them out or blurring them. I can't show them off for fear of copyright strike and copyright infringement emails and notifications. With that being said, guys, let's get into the final game that is on the road of Snake's journey. Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots. Let's do it. Now again.
So, who is David Hayter?
I'm...
Accomplished actor, screenwriter, voice of a generation.
Well,
Citizen of the world.
Yeah, well, I never...
Ripped from the comfortable childhood in Canada, thrown into the turbulent waters of adolescence in Kobe, Japan. How did you stay afloat?
You mean in high school? Well, my dad got transferred overseas, and it was a really excellent experience, actually. I was really grateful for it.
Grateful. What is your biggest secret, David?
Pardon me?
You can tell us.
Oh, well, it's not much of a secret, but I have a tattoo of Kobe behind my ear.
Tattoo! Splendid!
Yeah, it's not terribly big.
What are you wearing?
What do you mean?
Why are you here?
Oh, well, I was hoping to promote my new movie. I'm just coming off of the set.
No, David Hayter. Why here, wearing an eye patch?
Oh, the eye patch. This is pretty cool, actually. Gives me real-time information and you know, weather, traffic reports. Actually watching a baseball game as we speak.
Really? What drives you? What are your dreams?
Well, you know, I'd have to say my dream project...
Let your dreams drive you. A message of hope to today's young people from David Hayter.
I never actually said that.
The sacrifices you're about to make. When the risks run high. Civilian contingent through strategic combat solutions. Werewolf. Evolution. Reinvented.
There we go. That certainly got through that bit, didn't it?
has changed. It's no longer about nations, ideologies, or ethnicity. It's an endless series of proxy battles fought by mercenaries and machines. War and its consumption of life has become a well-oiled machine. War has changed. ID tag soldiers carry ID tagged weapons, use ID tag gear. Nanomachines inside their bodies enhance and regulate their abilities. Genetic control, information control, emotion control, battlefield control. Everything is monitored and kept under control.
That's
War has changed. The age of deterrence has become the age of control. All in the name of averting catastrophe from weapons of mass destruction. And he who controls the battlefield controls history. War has changed. When the battlefield is under total control, war becomes routine.
To make a weapon available for use, ready it by selecting weapons from...
Cutscene after cutscene after cutscene. First time I've ever done that without being spotted. Welcome everyone to Metal Gear Solid 4. That's really clever. Alright, well, I think I might actually just leave that one here for now, or just split this video, because I've got to wait up for, I've got to wait for delivery, in other words, and it's about 20 minutes or so till till the time slot starts between 12 and 2. So I'm going to cut this and just come back to it later. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you very shortly. Alright guys, I'm going to continue on now. I can't remember if I actually stopped the last video or if I just cut it to make a cut. But we're just going to continue anyway. I think there's a cutscene coming up, so I'll go quiet for that. Welcome back anyway.
Even the dead have ears.
Snake, we've got to go. You've got an old friend waiting for you.
Otacon. The test results.
Proteome analysis was positive, but the mRNA analysis turned up negative. The wrinkled skin, the hardened arteries. Your early aging symptoms look like classic Werner syndrome. But none of the tests were able to pinpoint the cause.
So,
Well, judging by how rapidly the aging has progressed, I'd say
a year at best, right?
yeah. Snake, let's try another doctor.
It won't make any difference. I'm not an ordinary man to begin with. Not to mention Fox die.
You're right. But we don't know where Naomi is.
Naomi.
Snake!
Colonel. Good to see you.
Well, I'm not a colonel anymore, Snake.
I figured the only place I'd see you dressed like that would be at your daughter's wedding. What are you doing these days?
I'm working for an organization under the UN Security Council. The Analysis and Assessment Staff of the PMC Oversight and Inspection Committee.
Yeah, I remember the resolution being passed a few years ago.
Snake, I came across some information in my work. We found him. In the Middle East.
What?
I'll explain along the way. We've got to stop him. Now. Before it's too late.
Liquid's made his move. We found him.
He's preparing to unleash his insurrection. Liquid is lying in wait in a Middle Eastern war zone. Track him down.
Only 2 eggs today? Solidus must have taken the day off. 7, 8, 9, 2, 5, 9, 0, 3, 6, 0, 3, 3, 0, 5, 3, 0, 5, 4, 8, 8, 2, 4, 4, 6, 6, 5, 2.
I think that's the theme to the theme in Peace Walker.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
What's the situation?
I'm just inside the city limits. This place is crawling with lizards.
Ah, AT Corps' unmanned bipedal weapons. Officially designated Irving by the U.S. military. They've spread like wildfire among the PMCs. There are more of those things now in service than tanks. They've got tough armor plating and are highly agile to boot. Your best bet is to stay out of their sights.
Unmanned. Pretty soon they'll have put living, breathing soldiers out of work.
Even so, that's an awful lot of gecko for this scenario. Their numbers exceed the war price for that region. It must have something to do with Liquid's arrival on the scene.
You really think he's here?
You'll have to find the Army's operatives and ask them yourself. Oh, and Snake, I went ahead and used the Mark II to scout out the area before your arrival. You'll find it up ahead.
Mark II?
It's a remote mobile terminal. Sonny and I built it. The Mark II will provide you with a map of the area as well as any battle situation data. You should find it before you do anything else.
Okay, got it.
The rendezvous point is marked on your map. I'll be waiting for you there.
Alright, let's do it. Octo-Camo, an advanced camouflage suit inspired by the mechanary ability of the octopus. If the wearer lies still or doesn't move when pressed up against a wall, the suit can imitate the colour and texture of the wall and ground surfaces, affording both the naked eye and infrared sensors. Russian. Doing?
Snake, your first order of business is to rendezvous with the Mark II. Just follow my instructions and use your octo-camo to make sure the enemy doesn't see you along the way.
Don't do that! Stop it!
Avoid unnecessary combat whenever possible. In this war, neither side is your enemy. There's no point whatsoever in you getting into a fight. Got it?
Stop it! What is wrong with this controller? Arsenal compress. Medical compress. Effective against muscle aches, sore joints, and bruises. Restores psych when used. Open the item inventory and press OK to use.
Guns dropped by both the militia and the PMCs. Remember though, PMC weapons are locked. You can't use them. If only there was some way to get rid of the locks. Oh, it feels good to play this game again. Whoops.
Snake, press the crawl button while running to execute a roll. Rolling can help you dodge enemy attacks and get past small gaps and obstacles. What?
Right, whoa, I got there without actually getting any alert, apart from I think that one might have blipped an alert.
Me, Snake. Snake, it's me.
Huh? Otacon.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Snake. Allow me to introduce Metal Gear Mark II.
Metal Gear.
That's right. Just like Rex. But this gear's not a weapon. It's a remote mobile terminal designed to provide you with operational support.
Where are you?
I'm in the Nomad. Where else? I'll be watching you through the Mark II.
Wish I was good with gadgets.
Hey, I'll be with you in spirit. Anyway, because you had to dress up as a militiaman, I had the Mark II bring you some goodies. Starting with this. Put it on your left eye.
Looks like an eye patch.
I call it the Solid Eye. It's an all-purpose goggle that displays radar images and other data in 3D. You can also switch it over to light-amplifying night vision.
The rebels are out there.
It looks like they've got the government's PMC troops beat, at least in numbers.
And this is their own turf.
Snake, I know this is a sneaking mission, but you'll need to protect yourself.
An operator.
I installed a suppressor. And here's a tranquilizer gun.
How thoughtful.
It predates the implementation of the system. By some miracle, it was never recycled. It's getting tough these days finding decent guns that aren't controlled.
You coming?
Of course. I'll follow you wherever you go. Like this. I'll activate stealth so it doesn't attract any attention. If you need it, just bring up the start button menu.
Got it.
Snake, the informants who said they saw Liquid here should be a little further up. Head for the rendezvous point. I've placed a mark on the radar in the upper right corner of the Solid Eye. It's a war zone out there. Stay on your toes.
Oh, man.
Snake, it's kind of a schlep, but I've sent you data on an alternate route. The Mark II is more than just a communications terminal. It's got a lot of other functions as well. Try taking it for a spin. See for yourself what it can do. About to send the Mark II out of range. Watch out!
Right, I can't save it yet, so I'm guessing I'm carrying on. Yeah, I knew there was an RPG somewhere around here. Instant noodles. A nice little throwback to the last to Metal Gear 3. I think if you take out that big tank thing, you get the rebels go, we did it, and they like cheer into the race.
It's pretty dark in there. Switch the solid eye to night vision mode.
Who? Oh, you again. appearance may be strange, but they demonstrated incredible combat abilities. We've already lost several units. One of them even flies. One of them does indeed seem capable of flight. At the same time, it also makes me... Hey, you! Come with me! What? What's going on? Things look bad up top. We need more bodies. Serious? Oh, it's you again!
Go back and help the guys. Let's go and finally help these guys, shall we? Alright guys, I'm going to finish this video. We've gone quite a long time now. So I'm going to continue it in a minute. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.